Well, anyone who is in love with a baked good, I'm here joined this morning with Auspicious Bakery. They have 2 locations here in the region of coastal Georgia. It's one of my favorite places to go, and they're actually helping out the community for St. Patrick's Day with some fun baked goods. And I'm joined this morning with someone who you might not see all the time. She's more behind the scenes. I'm joined with Morgan. Morgan, tell us, what's your position at Auspicious Bakery?
So I am the assistant operational manager. And I also do a lot of the HR work for our restaurant, bread and butter, as well. So a lot of behinds. I get to meet a lot of the new employees, which is really fun and exciting, and work with the managers when they're, putting all these lovely specials together for everyone.
Exactly, and we're not going to ignore this beautiful array of pastries treats out here first, but to even get into there, I want to talk a little bit about the background to making these treats. So St. Patrick's Day is such a huge celebration here in Savannah. How does Auspicious Bakery Company get involved in festivities each year?
So I think for us, we love just celebrating the holidays, right? So especially around Thanksgiving and Christmas, you're going to see, those spiced goods, all those classics. Coming up for Easter, we already have our pre-sale items available online. We've got our little bunny cakes. So I think for us, it's just, the whimsy and the fun of just celebrating the holiday and, celebrating that with our community.
That is so awesome. And one of the things that people get the most excited about every March is your Lucky Charm Pop-Tart. Let's showcase this. I feel like, can I hold this up and you can see it?
These are yours.
This is the first time I've ever held one of these up. Here, look at that, guys. It's got some Lucky Charms on there. So tell us, what makes this pastry so special? There's a lot that goes behind this.
Yeah, so you look at it and it's just a Pop-Tart, right? Not one of the ones you get out of a box, but it is. And I'm really excited because I think tomorrow you're going to get the chance to see some of it. It is puff pastry. Our pastry team actually hand fills each one with our cereal milk pastry cream and cereal butter. They close up each one of them. We egg wash it, we bake them. Our AM team will then finish them by decorating them with vanilla frosting. And then we put those Lucky Charms marshmallows on there, which is actually pretty funny. About each week, we separate out the marshmallows from about 5 pounds of cereal.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know how much Lucky Charms you guys need each year for this? It seems like to be a lot.
Yeah, well, 5 pounds of cereal every week, I mean, it really adds up. But it's really nice, too, because we use the toasted cereal part to make that cereal milk that goes in there, that cereal milk pastry cream.
And I'm going to tell the viewers that this Pop-Tart, just holding it this far away from my face, smells so good. I understand that Pop-Tarts have actually been part of Auspicious Bakery since how long now? Since the start?
Since the beginning. So they're really nostalgic for Katie, one of our owners. And then she came up with this flavor in 2022. So it has been on our annual rotation since then. You'll see it every March. And I think that that's one of the fun things as well. Every month come in, there's going to be something different. Last month we just had the baklava Pop-Tart. We were just talking about it in the hall. Someone else had a wild berry. So the Pop-Tarts are really fun because there's always going to be something new every month to try.
Right. I love how creative you guys get with this, and each holiday they have a different festive theme for their pastries. I'm going to tip this down so you can see a little bit better. Almost, they might spill out, guys. If they do, please, I apologize. Look at that. There's different themes here. It looks like you got a shamrock donut. So tell me, what are some of the baked goods that people can get? And if they can't get it today or tomorrow, how long are you guys going to have these themed pastries for?
So our menus for the retail bakeries can always be found online. So you can go to Auspicious Baking Co. And that will always tell you kind of what the current menus are. For the month of March, right now, we've got lots of stuff. We've got a shepherd's pie croissant. We've got a strawberry rhubarb croissant. You'll also see over there, it is an Irish coffee scone.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
That's tucked up here in the back there.
On the weekends, we've also got a lot of specials. We have a ton of bread. My favorite is the Yingling cheddar. But, there's donuts and bagels. And We also do a lot of cold case items, which I don't think people realize. Hummus and baba ganoush and sandwiches. So when you're heading out to the beach or, you know, just around town, you can stop by one of our retail locations and grab a sandwich or salad, a pastry, some cold brew, and you know, go on your way and enjoy it outside with beautiful weather, hopefully.
That sounds amazing. And I appreciate you bringing this in. I told her that I would try one of these for the first time here quickly on air. Look at that. Loving it. So we're going to take one bite.
Yeah.
The smallest bite, too. Wow.
That puff
Yeah,
pastry.
it just flakes right off. It tastes really good. I want to get inside of it, but we're going to wait till after because this might be messy, I'm guessing.
For sure. I think one of the nice things tomorrow, we'll actually get to see some of the laminating process. That's where we are going to take the puff pastry dough and really make the layers so it is flaky and delicate. Fun fact, we won't get to see the puff pastry being mixed tomorrow, but when we make a batch of puff pastry, we use about 16 pounds of butter.
Wow.
Yeah, and I believe like 28 pounds of flour. So each week we do roughly around 5 batches. So that is, and don't test my math, but I think that's like 80 pounds of high quality European butter every week just for the puff pastry. That doesn't include the scones or the pie crust, the bread, the croissants, and those croissants use a lot of butter as well.
Right.
But it's funny, I was talking to my mom about it and she was like, well, that's a lot for, you know, one Pop-Tart. I was like, whoa, it's a lot of Pop-Tarts. I think
A lot, but it's worth it.
for sure. And I think the thing is, you know, we provide the Pop-Tarts at both of our retail locations in Sandflight and Whitmarsh and to a lot of wholesale accounts as well. So we're not going to be open for St. Patrick's Day, but you'll still be able to enjoy this tomorrow or on St. Patrick's Day at a couple of the local coffee shops. And on Wednesday through Sunday, please feel free to come out to either of our locations and grab one for yourself for the rest of March.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Morgan. We'll be behind the scenes tomorrow morning. If you tune in for our morning show, I'll be there at Auspicious Bakery showcasing how do they make a Pop-Tart. So thank you so much, Morgan. We'll be right back. We've got more news.